Guys, what's up? How's it going? My name is Kenzie. Welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit more of a laid back video. I just want to sit down and talk to you guys about everything I know about school dances and what's really true about them. Now, there's a million movies and TV shows all about prom and homecoming and school dances, and also every school's dances are going to be a little bit different. I'm just speaking from my personal experience and what it's like at my school and at the schools around me and where I'm from. Okay, so let's just get started. I want to start by saying that I am not the biggest fan of school dances. Sorry. I don't find them very fun. For me, it was really stressful no matter what the situation was. It's just, it's not for me, and that's okay, because people can think about things differently. And I'm pretty sure that it isn't just me that thinks like this, but school dances are pretty dang awkward. You're spending a whole day, boys and girls mixed together, boys and girls, especially around high school. It's awkward, we're just awkward. Nothing much to say. Now, it does make a difference on how well you know your date and what kind of group you're in and who's in your group. It's definitely helpful if you're with a guy that you're friends with and you're in a group with all your friends, but sometimes that's not always what happens. I've had experiences in kind of both ends of the spectrum. It's definitely more fun when you're with all your friends, and it's definitely way more awkward when you're with people that you don't know very well. It can also be awkward because everybody around you knows what's happening. If you're just showing up to dinner and full on just glammed out in a dress and heels, people are gonna look at you funny and kind of laugh because they remember what it was like to go to prom and homecoming, and they remember that it was pretty awkward. And I guess what I would say is know that it's gonna be awkward and know that that's okay. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Things don't have to go exactly like they do in the movies. Just be yourself and try to have fun. Now, I'm an introvert. I've talked about that before. So for me, dances are pretty long days. At my school, we did the whole thing, the day date, the lunch, the dinner, the dance, the after party. All that was in the same day. I know that some schools do it the night before. Some schools don't even do any of that. They just go to the dance and go to dinner. So for me, it was very exhausting to be around people all the time, to be with a date who you feel like you're always kind of having to talk to and entertain almost. But it's also super, super fun, and you get to do some things that you probably wouldn't normally have been able to do. And also the actual dance part is really fun. And when it comes to the actual dance part, I know some schools have problems with super inappropriate dancing or stuff like that. My school didn't really have issues with that, so I don't really have much to say on that. But I do want to say, don't feel like you have to spend the whole time at the dance with your date. Go find your girls, go dance, go have fun. Don't be worried about some dude that you feel like you have to stay with the whole time just because he's the one that asked you. It's really fun just to get into a circle with some of your girlfriends and just dance and not have to worry about anything. And when the time comes for a slow dance and stuff like that, you'll find your date and everything will be fine. Also, side note, slow dances are super awkward. There's no getting around it. Just embrace it and, try to laugh about it. Okay, so the next thing I want to say is to choose a dress that you feel comfortable in. I cannot emphasize this enough. You're going to be in your dress for a long time. You're going to be doing things. You're going to be moving. You should probably find a dress that you're comfortable in. Sometimes you won't find a dress at the store that you like or that you feel comfortable in. I know for me, sometimes I go to a dress store and every single dress is super revealing and just not good. And modesty is a whole issue with prom dresses. You want to make sure that you're being modest, but even more than that, it's a comfort level. You're not going to feel comfortable if your boobs are hanging out, and if you're constantly having to pull down your dress, or if it's too tight to sit down. That's just not going to be fun. There are lots of different ways to buy prom dresses nowadays. If you can't find anything at the store that you like, go online, try to find something online, talk to some people that have graduated a few years ago, see if you like any of their dresses. Just make sure that your dress is something that you feel comfortable in, that you feel beautiful, but also something that you feel like you can wear for a long time and not hate your life. Also, if at all possible, don't wear heels. If you're wearing a long dress, wear sneakers. It's the best decision I ever made, trust me. Oh, also, along with the dress thing, don't feel like you need to spend $1 million. You're literally going to wear it for one night and you're never going to touch it again. If you don't want to spend $500 on a prom dress, don't. you know, you can find a perfectly good prom dress for under $100. Just look online, you know, use your resources, you'll be fine. Okay, last thing I want to say, this is very important. Listen up. This is the most important thing I'll have to say this whole video. Your worth is not determined by whether or not you get asked to a dance. Now, I've had experiences going to dances, and I've also had experiences where I don't get asked. You know, not getting asked sucks, but please, please don't think that there's something wrong with you if you don't get asked. I don't know how it is at your school, but at my school, it feels like there's a million girls and like 20 guys, so your odds of getting asked aren't that great. And also, there are some phases in your high school experience where you're super close with a group of guys, and there's sometimes where you're just hanging out with your girls, and that's totally okay. For me, a lot of times my friend group was determined by who the guys my friends were dating, so you know, if my friends were dating guys with a ton of guy friends, you know, they would ask all of their friends so we could all be in a group together, but sometimes they break up and you don't really have any guy friends anymore. Also, through the years, I've really discovered that there are so many factors playing into why guys ask girls to dances, and truthfully, a lot of it is based on what they can get out of them. Unfortunately, guys are like that sometimes. Hopefully that's not the case in your situation, but just know that it's better not to get asked by a person like that than to go and feel uncomfortable the whole time and feel pressure to do things. And also, if guys like that don't ask you, I would take that as a compliment, because they know that you are going to be strong in your values and your morals and not cave in just for some guy. Please don't do that. If you have a guy friend that you want to go to prom with, that's awesome. If you have a boyfriend, that's awesome. If you're talking to a guy and you guys want to go to prom, that's awesome. But sometimes that's not the case. You are not defined by whether or not you get asked to prom. You can always go stag. You can always find other fun things to do. Last year, I didn't get asked to prom, so I went to a concert with my friend, and I probably had way more fun doing that than I would have had at prom. Just so you know. Also, please remember that prom and homecoming and all these dances are just little events in your life. They don't matter that much. You're probably not going to remember them in a few years. It's not the end of the world if you don't go, if you don't get asked, if your dress doesn't look like you want it to. You know, just have fun. Just do what you want to do. You know, don't feel pressured by the stereotypes of high school or what the movies put on us. Just do you, have fun, do what makes you comfortable. Alright, so I hope you guys liked that video about the truth of high school dances. I never had an older sister or anything like that in my life to tell me these things, so hopefully I helped you by telling you these things just from my experiences. And like I said before, everybody's high school experience is different, everybody's school is different, dances are going to be different, so please take what I say with a grain of salt. Don't take it too seriously. It's just kind of my experience and what I think. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below telling me what you think, subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video from me again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!